You know, we're kinda like crabs. We'll have you reaching for us in public. Welcome back to your weekly Broadcast Podcast. Now, here's your host. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Podcast. Yeah, we come and go. We're almost like crabs. You never know when we're going to show up. We just kind of get you when we got you, right? All right. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, today we're going to be discussing a few things. We're going to be talking about the $33 billion that Biden's actually trying to get for Ukraine, or did get for Ukraine, something along those lines, I think. Pelosi's visit to Ukraine. What the fuck is she doing out there? We're also going to be talking about Elon Musk again, how he's slamming back at NBC, what we're talking about, how they were beating up on him and his control over Twitter. We're going to talk a little bit about Donald Trump with his Truth Social, how that's expanding out. We're going to be also talking a little bit about the DHS and their disinformation, fucking whatever the fuck they're building. I don't even know, man. This is crazy. And seriously, it's crazy going on. And what else going on with that? We're also going to be talking about the big news that everybody's screaming and yelling about, the leak from the Supreme Court and the Roe v. Wade situation. We're going to talk briefly about that, and we're going to be discussing that at the very end. So stick tight to the end. I also want to remind you, if there's any information that you want to know about what all I do or we do, as in Low Down Dirty Shane or the Low Down Dirty Podcast, you can always go to lowdowndirtyshane.com. All of that information is available to you on there. That gives you everything about us. That gives you the idea of the type of sense of humor that we have here, what kind of jokes that we tell. Just a fair warning, this is not a website for kids. I'm telling you right now, the jokes will go above their head. It's not completely filthy except for the language, but the jokes will go above their head. They won't always catch everything. If you like a lot of the jokes that we tell as well, too, you can also wear that sense of humor on your chest. You can go to LDDS Designs.com. Yeah, we sell shirts, we sell leggings, we sell shoes, we sell hoodies, we sell all kinds of things here. Just go to LDDSdesigns.com. Click on Come On In. Whenever you get to this welcome page, it gives you just a fair warning. If you listen to any of my shows and you have visited my other website, you will already know that I have a dark sense of humor. Also, many things that many may deem offensive, I find great humor in. That being said, I am also a patriot and artist. This site, these designs are all very much part of me. This is a very strong chance. If you strongly agree, this is a very blah. I can't even fucking talk today. What the hell's going on? There is a very strong chance that if you strongly believe in the Fauci, ouchie, or drive with your mask on, you are very likely to get offended from my site. You're welcome to complain to me, and I will gladly hear your case. If you have any other ideas on designs you would like to see, I can do that for you too. I'm actually working on a design for a special customer of mine. But please go through the site. Don't go through the site to find things that you want to bitch about, because it's not going to change what I'm going to do with it. So happy shopping. So that gives you an idea of what kind of store you're going to be looking at. What the hell is going on with my internet? My internet's it's being stupid today. I don't know what the hell is going on. The funny things are happening. I guess maybe because I'm recording too and I've got so much going on. I don't know. My laptop's being stupid, folks. There we go. Now it looks pretty. This is what my website's supposed to look like. Okay. There you go. All right, on to the main stories of the day. Don't forget, you can like and follow and subscribe on whatever you're listening to, whether you're listening on your regular podcast or if you're watching on YouTube. My forgiveness for anybody that has to see this face on YouTube. I've got most of it covered, and I've got it shrunk down. You know, kind of like most everything with me, it's shrunk down. But let's look at the top stories of the day. Let's look at, all right, so Biden is actually looking to get $33 billion worth. I think he did get $33 billion. They all signed off on it and shit like that. Part of this $33 billion is for a bunch of fucking malarkey, man. This is just fucking insane. The amount of money that we are throwing at Ukraine and we can't even do for our own fucking people in the United States. But this is from Reuters, and let's see what they say about this. This was April 28th whenever this was reported. All right, according to Reuters, President Joe Biden asked Congress for $33 billion to support Ukraine, a dramatic escalation of the U.S. funding for the war with Russia, and the Ukrainian president pleaded with the lawmakers to give a request swift approval. The funding request includes over $20 billion for weapons, ammunition, and a military assistance, as well as $8.5 billion in direct economic assistance to the Ukrainian government and $3 billion in humanitarian aid. It is intended to cover the war's efforts needs through September, the end of the fiscal year. Jesus Christ, $33 billion just to cover up until fucking September. This is getting fucking insane. I mean, we couldn't spare $11 billion to get the damn wall built in the fucking south border to actually keep all the immigrants out of the fucking country from crossing over illegally, bringing over drugs and fucking sex trafficking and all this other fucking Mexican cartel shit and the fucking terrorists coming in. We couldn't stop all of that and spend that, but we can send $33 billion fucking dollars over there, $20 billion for fucking weapons, $8.5 billion for direct economic assistance to the Ukrainian government. We're paying their fucking government with our fucking tax dollars. This is seriously getting fucking insane. Whatever happened to the phrase taxation without proper representation? How is fucking doing this supporting us in any form or fucking fashion? You gotta ask yourself this shit. All right. He says, quote, "We need this bill to support Ukraine in its fight for freedom. The cost of this fight, it's not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly," end quote. Dude, this is getting fucking ridiculous. Seriously. And I'm telling you, this is just my personal opinion. This is what I think. I don't have any verification. I don't have any proof. So I'm not going to tell you this is for real, but this is what I think. And this is what I've read a lot of shit on. It's all fucking laundering money, man. The Ukraine is the middle of the fucking money laundering fucking scheme from our government. This is really getting out of hand and ridiculous. They're just spending tons and tons and tons of fucking money over there. They're destroying our fucking dollar in the fucking process. We don't have any fucking aid for our own fucking people. We don't have any fucking support for our own fucking people. Our people are fucking starving. We got a major fucking food shortage going on. Let's not even talk about the fact that how many fucking food processing plants in the past 6 fucking months have somehow caught fire or fucking had some kind of accident happen or a plane crash into them. How do you have planes crash into multiple fucking food processing plants, but somehow it fucking happened? And we're going to continue to send all of this money over to Ukraine. And while we're sending this money over to Ukraine, we're going to get Nancy fucking Pelosi to go visit these fuckers. She wants to check up, see how her fucking money's doing. This is what I think, because I think she's got family out there or something like that. I don't fucking know. But according to Yahoo News, Nancy Pelosi visits Ukraine and receives a medal from President Zelensky. There for you until the fight is done. Until the fight is done. All right, so it says House Speaker Nancy Pelosi met with President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv Saturday during this a surprise visit to Ukraine amid the country's ongoing war with Russia. Pelosi, dressed in blue suit that matches the color of the Ukrainian flag, was filmed alongside other American lawmakers greeting Zelensky on the street while surrounded by armed guards before joining him inside the presidential palace where he has been living throughout the war. Why the fuck does a member of Congress, especially, okay, we're dealing with a major situation right here. We have a potato in chief who's just fucking 2 steps away from or 2 stumbles away from a 25th Amendment because he can't properly talk to a fucking teleprompter, number 1. Number 2, we've got a fucking sword-swallowing VP who doesn't know how to fucking speak to a press without fucking cackling like a goddamn wild hyena fucking overexcited about the leftovers from the Lions. Then you're going to have this fucking drunkard who's going to be the third in line to be POTUS. If everything goes to fucking shit with everything that we've got in charge, is going to go to a fucking war zone to receive a medal and deliver a check for $33 billion fucking dollars. Are you serious? Is there any way that we can look at this and not see it as some kind of fucking show, some kind of fucking parade? I mean, I get it. Whenever Caesar said, let them have fucking games, I didn't mean literally, man. Jesus Christ, are we going to get fucking Nancy Pelosi spinning a fucking wheel of fortune or something? What in the fuck are these people doing? What is going on? And they are spending our fucking tax dollars doing all of this shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe one of you can explain it to me. Send me a fucking email, lowdowndirtyshane20@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know, what the fuck am I missing? I don't give a shit. Just fair warning. If you send me hate mail, it will be broadcasted on the fucking show. So if you hate me, let's hate me publicly, okay? She says, quote, "We are visiting you to say thank you for your fight for freedom, that we're on a frontier of freedom, and that your fight is a fight for everyone. And so our commitment to the is to be there for you until the fight is done," end quote. And just, it's all fucking photo ops and fucking shows and everything. It's just, how many times, and here's my fucking question. Why the fuck are all of these other fucking senators going out there? So in this fucking simple little photograph right here, you got fucking Vladimir Zelensky. He meets with President and Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, during a visit by a U.S. congressional delegation on April 30th. The U.S. Speaker of the House is led by a congressional delegation, which included Jim McGovern, Gregory Meeks, Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff is one that especially doesn't need to fucking be there, because he's already been caught fucking falsifying documentation for fucking legal cases. It's just, he should be in fucking prison right now for fucking perjury, forgery, all kinds of shit, man. On a secret meeting with the Ukrainian president was announced the next day as they left the country for nearby Poland. Secret fucking meeting. What do you mean a secret meeting? This shit was televised. It was broadcast. It was fucking Twitterfied. It was TikToked. It was fucking Instagrammed. It was Facebooked. It was every goddamn thing. It was all over fucking mainstream media the moments that it fucking happened. How is this a secret fucking meeting? Explain this to me. If this is their idea of secret, then I understand what their idea of fucking transparency means now, because they have no idea what the fuck that means either. So as we've got Potato in Chief is sending all of our fucking money over to Ukraine, good lord, and then you got the fucking drunkard in charge with the gavel, who wants to, ooh, shit. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I hit the fucking camera. I mean, I'm sure it was approving on the picture, but you know, yeah. So she fucking goes over there and she's doing all of this shit. While all of this is going on, we got Elon Musk and Twitter. There's a war. I mean, it's getting fucking ugly, folks. So Elon Musk, we already know, was pretty much acquired Twitter. He put up the $44 billion. They've still got things they've got to finalize. He doesn't have full fucking control over it yet. It's not really his, and everybody's already in fucking panic mode. It's getting insane. So Elon Musk is slamming back on NBC over scandals after the host says that he'll hand Twitter to the far right. According to New York Post right here, let's see. Elon Musk lashed out at NBC, detailing the network's slew of embarrassing scandals. Hang on, let me get rid of this. Embarrassing scandals after one of his hosts alleged that the billionaire's purchase of Twitter will give the far right control over the social media giant. Musk's late Monday tweets in which he blasts the Peacock network over its dismissal of the Post reporting of Hunter Biden's laptop, which is a whole fucking other story in itself, as well as the fumbling of the Harvey Weinstein story, which they seriously fucked that all off. And then the Matt Lauer sexual misconduct scandal, and oh my God, it came into response to a Sunday monologue on MSNBC's Mighty Hansen. I guess that's Mehdi Hansen. I don't fucking know how you pronounce that name. Who hosts the Mehdi Hansen show, airing on Peacock and MSNBC. And the segment, Hansen warned that Musk's 44 billion Twitter takeover is happening and is unspeakably dangerous moment as what he called the pro-QAnon, pro-neo-Nazi faction of the Republican Party was poised to gain support during the 2022 midterm elections. Quote, if that happens, we may look back on this week as a pivotal moment when petulant and not so bright billionaire casually brought one of the most influential messaging machines and just handed it to the far right, end quote. Hansen quipped this, I guess. So Elon replied, basically NBC is saying Republicans are Nazis. He also tweeted again, same organization that covered up Hunter Biden laptop story had Harvey Weinstein story early and killed it and built Matt Lauer his rape office. Lovely people. Hansen's remarks drew a harsh response from Musk, who tweeted this monologue was NBC basically saying Republicans are Nazis. Well, yeah, they were basically fucking saying Republicans are Nazis. It's just, we already know that the majority of the left-wing media believe us to be fucking Nazis and everything and white supremacists. If you agree with Trump, you're already a white supremacist, therefore you're a Nazi. And since I fucking, I buzz my head, I'm probably even fucking worse for that. I mean, Jesus Christ, you can't be fucking white and bold and left in peace. You're either some kind of fucking Nazi or a biker or something or another. So I keep a little bit of hair on the fucking head just in case. It's whatever, man. So let's see what the rest of the story says. NBC News did not immediately respond to the request for comment on Musk's tweets. Musk referenced the New York Post exclusive report on Hunter Biden's personal laptop ahead of the 2020 presidential election. Last month, the billionaire tweeted that the Twitter's decision to ban the Post article on Biden's overseas business dealings was obviously incredibly inappropriate. Musk was also referring to journalist Ronan Farrow's assertion that NBC News declined to publish his reporting on Weinstein. The Hollywood producer, who was faced allegations of sexual abuse from dozens of women, was later convicted of sex crimes. Farrow eventually won the Pulitzer Prize for this reporting. The billionaire also jabbed NBC over its relationships with the disgraced former Today Show anchor Matt Lauer, who was fired in 2017 following allegations of sexual misconduct. Musk has faced widespread pushback from progressives since he revealed his intentions to buy Twitter and alter the company's policies to emphasize free speech. Many left-leaning individuals have threatened to leave the platform entirely. Well, go ahead, take off, fuck off, who cares? While concerns among Twitter employees has sparked internal worries about a potential worker exodus. Meanwhile, Musk said that at the Met Gala on Monday, that his goal is to make Twitter more inclusive and encourage more Americans to participate on the platform. He said he wants it to be fun. I remember what he said. I saw that little snippet. He wants it to be fun, and that's a lot of what it is, man. That's what it needs to be. Musk's criticism of NBC came the same day the company admitted that it had found instances of plagiarism in at least 11 articles written by politics reporter Tegan Finn. As the Post exclusively reported, an NBC News executive noted that the reporter's use of unattributed passages from the sources was the bright line we can't cross. Hassan on Monday fired back at Musk, challenging the billionaire to appear on a show to discuss his view of free speech. So he tweeted a reply to Elon's NBC is basically calling Republicans Nazis. He says, "Dear Elon Musk, free speech doesn't mean you can just put words in my mouth. I'm not basically saying Republicans are Nazis. Watch the clip. I'm calling out groups of House Republicans who attend conferences with neo-Nazis and echo their Nazi rhetoric. Should I not? Don't you?" Dear Elon, instead of replying to right-wing bad faith Twitter accounts that selectively clip the words of liberals and leftists, in this case prompt you to then distort my words, why not come on my show and do a robust interview with me on your views of free speech? Dude, he doesn't want that. He really doesn't want that. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to a lot of this fucking free speech, man. What their idea of free speech and the actual definition of free speech is two totally different things. Elon said it perfectly. He said, I want it, if you are offended by something that I said, I want you to say something in response. You know, your words and my words should both be allowed on there. If you're offended, I'm sorry about your bad luck. I mean, that just fucking happens. But no. And while all of this is fucking going on and everybody's having their fucking panic attack with that shit, True Social becomes the number one downloaded app on the Apple Store. And while it's the number one downloaded app, Donald Trump actually said True Social app is going to be available via the web browser by the end of May, which means they're going to have it more available across the board as far as on the computers and stuff for anybody if they still can't get anything available on the Google Play. I can almost promise you they've got the app put together for the Google Store to run on Android products. It's Google they're trying to get past. So according to this right here, according to News 18, former U.S. President Donald Trump's True Social app will launch on a web browser at the end of May. Chief Executive Devin Nunes said on Monday in a post with the platform. Nunes also said True Social has not yet been approved for launch on the Google Play Store or for Android devices. See, has not been approved for the launch on the Google Store and the Android devices. So it's Google that they're waiting on. They've got this shit ready. See, everybody that's having the fucking panic attack of what's going on, waiting for fucking this shit to get on Android, hold your horses. They're waiting on Google, but they're doing this and they're getting it ready for other websites so you can actually access it through the laptop or through maybe your fucking your web browser on your phone. Says, quote, end of May, we will launch PWA web browser. This will allow access from any device. After that, we will launch an Android app pending approval from Google, end quote. And so this is really all they're waiting on the True Social. So True Social is completely fucking blowing up. And even more so now that DJT, he's on there, and 45 is fucking putting out his truths and his little quotes and stuff like that. So this thing is like blowing up like fucking all kinds of extremes. And never mind the fact that with Twitter having its own little crazy fucking fluctuations going on, you've got several accounts losing thousands, hundreds of thousands fucking followers. I think Obama lost 200,000 fucking followers or whatever. And then you had several conservative accounts that were gaining fucking thousands of followers, and nobody knew what the fuck goes on. But Twitter saying, "Oh yeah, this is all organic." Give me a break. Give me a break. And whenever we have all of this, so now we have True Social blowing up in the fucking market. You got Elon's taking over Twitter. That's all going fucking insane. Everybody's having a fucking shit fit, right? And so what happens? Well, you got the Department of Homeland Security. Shit. I just deleted something I didn't mean to. Oh, well. Department of Homeland Security, they've created their own little disinformation board. Now, this is according to the homelandsecurity.gov, DHS.gov, their own fucking website. And this is the fact sheet. The DHS Internal Working Group protects free speech and other fundamental rights when addressing disinformation that threatens the security of the United States. So according to their own fucking words, disinformation, which is false information that is deliberately spread with the intent to deceive or mislead. Why can't we say a lie? It's a lie. Not disinformation, not misinformation. Lies are meant to mislead and falsely accuse, right? I believe so. Last I fucking checked. This can take many forms. When it comes to DHS's work, the department is focused on disinformation that threatens the security of the American people. And I guess misgendering somebody is something that threatens a lot of American people. It's the security of the American people, I guess. I'm not really sure. Including disinformation spread by foreign states such as Russia, China, and Iran, or other adversaries such as transitional criminal organizations and human smuggling organizations. Such malicious actors often spread disinformation to exploit vulnerable individuals and the American public, including during national emergencies. So, yeah. It's a ministry of fucking truth is what this is, all right? This is a ministry of truth. That's exactly what this is. They're telling you what is the truth and what isn't the truth, what you are and are not allowed to fucking believe in. That's exactly what this is. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts or other way to fucking look at this shit. And they're going to be the ones to tell you, how is it that the government is the one that's supposed to be telling you what you can and can't believe in, right? That should have never fucking happened. This is straight out of fucking George Orwell's 1984, man. This is seriously insane. But Senator Tom Cotton is trying to do something about it. He's leading the GOP in a fucking bill, and he wants to defund this disinformation board 100%. Just take away the money before it even gets fucking started. According to Fox News, it says Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton is leading several of his Republican compatriots on a new bill that would defund President Biden's Department of Homeland Security Disinformation Board. Cotton and his colleagues introduced the bill taking aim at the DHS's new board amid the first amendment concerns from critics and lawmakers alike. The bill aims to prohibit the use of federal funds for the Disinformation Governance Board of the Department of Homeland Security and would prevent taxpayer dollars from going to establish support activities of such a board. Also prevents the funding from going towards any similar entity established in the DHS. This bill already seeing robust sponsorship from the big-name GOP lawmakers in the upper chamber, including Ted Cruz. I think it's just a fucking blowhard. He's good for some things, but then he's, shit for other things. Ted Cruz knows what to say and when to fucking say it, how to stay in the spotlight, and how to stay out of too much fucking trouble. You know what I'm saying? I trust him about as far as I can fucking throw him. Marsha Blackburn, don't really know that one, from Tennessee. Jim Risch of Idaho. And Marco Rubio, I don't really trust 100% either. He's coming from Florida. I've seen his name a few times. He's Rick Scott, I don't trust him either. Rick Scott, he's the piece of shit that fucked up the damn unemployment in South Florida, and that's part of the reason why Florida had so much fucking hell during the unemployment, during fucking COVID and all of that shit, is because of Rick Scott and his piece of shit job and lowest fucking bidder for that unemployment that was designed to fucking fail. Yeah, no, fuck Rick Scott. I like what they're standing for, but no, they're a piece of shit too. Federal and state lawmakers, constitutional scholars, and other experts in expressing concerns with the DHS's new misinformation board, which they say is Biden administration's attempt to stifle free speech and likening the Orwellian ministry of truth. Pretty much what we were talking about. They want you to know what you can and cannot say, because this woman, Nina Jankowicz, who is going to be in charge of this shit, it was actually someone who was telling you that the Hunter Biden laptop was for sure 100% Russian disinformation tactics. It was not fucking real. This was a complete fucking hack job. That never happened. Well, She's going to be in charge of this shit, telling you what you can and cannot believe. Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas announced during the testimony Wednesday before the House Appropriations Subcommittee on Homeland Security that the DHS had created the board to combat online disinformation. Quote, the goal is to bring the resources of DHS together to address this threat, end quote. Mayorkas said this during the hearing, adding that the department is focused on the spread of disinformation in minority committees ahead of the 2022 midterm election. Why are we focused so heavily on the minority communities for this disinformation tactic? What do we not want the minorities to know about? Do we not want the minorities to know about the fact that they've been gerrymandering the fucking the outlines of the districts and everything else so they can fucking completely exploit the fucking sub-communities with all of the fucking minorities in those communities, how they can rob the money from the housing and blame it on other people for it, and how they're fucking just pandering them out. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what we're trying to make sure that they do or don't understand. All right, so Mr. Cotton is quickly condemned for the Biden administration's unconstitutional new board and promised to introduce legislation to defend it. True to his word, Cotton has delivered legislation doing just that. Now it has to survive the legislative process on both the Senate and the House, which it's not going to do because you already know the Democrats are outrunning them right now, so this isn't going to fucking happen. The Democrats want this to happen. They want this fucking ministry of truth. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. They want to control the narrative. They want to make sure that you don't understand what they're fucking talking about 100%, and that you only know the parts that you're supposed to fucking know, right? Because that way then they can continue to hide information and only leak the things that they want you to know, like this new leak that happened to come out. See, we got a leak that happened in the fucking Supreme Court. The Supreme Court leak is a shameful poison and outstanding opinion, right? This is from Fox News right here. Now, just because I'm showing Fox News, some of you may say, well, it's the conservative side. Well, you know what? They're all partially fucking conservative, liberal, or one fucking ever. There's hardly any fucking news organizations out there that are honestly honest. I mean, period. They all have a fucking agenda. They all have a fucking boss, and that boss is all about the fucking money, and it's about clickbaiting. The only reason why Fox News exists is so you can continue to have people to argue with CNN. That's the only fucking reason that it's there. It's part of the fucking two-party system, but you got to learn to read between the lines on everything. All right. So according to Fox News right here about the Supreme Court leak, says reportedly draft opinion by Justice Samuel Alito from the Supreme Court in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organizations overturning Roe v. Wade has been leaked to the general public. The reactions from the usual groups of the left Democrat politicians have consisted of, well, the same as histrionics. I guess that's how you say it. I don't fucking know. Sorry, I'm educated, but I'm not that educated. They have displayed to the poisons decades of the Supreme Court nominations and decisions. The left never had more than the bullying forces of the platitudes to add to our abortion debate. At the end of the day, the platitudes stand no change against sober legal analysis, at least not when judges are willing to deliver it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And Justice Alito's reported draft opinion delivers its thoughtful, scholarly, and thorough. It does the work that the majority in Roe in its later muddled precedent. I'm sorry for my reading on this one, folks. I apologize. I'm not having a pleasant day. Planned Parenthood versus Casey refused to do, looking to the Constitution itself to determine whether it includes the right to an abortion, and the opinion concludes it does not. Alito does not mince words about Roe and its progeny. He describes Roe as an abuse of the judicial authority. Roe was an egregiously wrong from the start. its reasoning was exceptionally weak, and the decision has had damaging consequences. And far from bringing about a national settlement of the abortion issue, Roe and Casey have inflamed debate and deepened division. Roe was so far outside the bounds of any reasonable interpretation of the various constitutional provisions to which it vaguely pointed that it was a collision course with the Constitution from the day it was decided. Just tell me how you really feel. Jesus. And what a lot of people don't really know is Jane Roe from the Roe v. Wade. She pretty much won the case because of the fact that she was claiming rape the entire fucking time. And then after she won the case, she came back and stated, yeah, that didn't happen. It wasn't rape. It was consensual. So, all of this was originally based on a fucking lie and everything else. Now, this leak came out, and here's the important thing. It's not the fact of what the leak is. Yes, that is important. The Roe v. Wade thing is going to be debated, and we're going to go over some of the debate and what everybody else thinks about it here in a second. That being said, the fact that this was an inside communication that got leaked to the public, to press, directly to press, and we're not concerned about this. We're more concerned about the Roe v. Wade than we are the leak inside the judicial system. This was a direct assault on the Supreme Court because they wanted them to get abolished. They want this information to get leaked out of what they're talking about before anything else and before the fucking midterms, and they're going to use it as a political fucking weapon. So if you don't think there are political fucking activists involved in every piece of the fucking administrations and the fucking all of the branches of the government, you're sadly fucking mistaken. There is a civil war going on inside of there, and you just don't fucking see it. It's dangerous in fucking DC. I'm telling you right now. It's more dangerous in the fucking political buildings than it is in the fucking streets almost. So after all of this gets fucking leaked out and everybody's going ape shit for it, then, well, you ought already, they immediately put fucking fencing up around the fucking Supreme Court building because they did not want anything bad fucking happening from there. So now you got a shit ton of fucking people protesting out there. This is on St. Louis Dispatch or St. Louis Today or something like that. I don't fucking know. This is photos of scenes outside the Supreme Court right here. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see some of these right here. These people holding signs. Signs says abortion is healthcare, which is fucking horseshit. Abortion is not healthcare. I'm sorry. Killing babies is not fucking healthcare. Liberate abortion. I don't know how the fuck you can liberate abortion. That's just fucking stupid. Something about mansions in cinema, your move. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Bans off, so, I don't know. Abortion, justice, can't wait. What the fuck is wrong with some of these people? Bans off our bodies. Oh. We won't go back. Bans off our bodies. I stand with Planned Parenthood. Okay, you know Planned Parenthood is making money off of your dead babies after making money off of you, right? So they're making double the fucking money. First, they fucking allow you to come in. Oh, yeah, you come in. We're going to take your fucking baby. Suck it up like a fucking vacuum. We're going to take all those baby parts, and then we're going to resell them. And see, you give away those rights for them to do this, and you get none of the money for this, right? Because that would have paid for the abortion, wouldn't it? Yeah. Atheist against abortions. It's just divest from big abortion now. Abortion violence. What? Aggressive violence against another human being can never be a human right. What? How is aggressive violence against another human? How is banning abortions aggressive violence against another human? I think it's more like trying to stop aggressive violence against another human, a human that doesn't have a chance to actually fight for itself. It just, I don't get it. I don't. I don't fucking get it. You can have your opinions about abortions. I know there's a lot of people that are pro-abortions. I'm personally against it. It's just the only way I can even consider possibly thinking about any kind of a fucking abortion is maybe a Plan B pill the day after fucking sex, before the fucking egg even has the fucking capabilities to fucking cement itself in the fucking whatever, the womb and shit. I don't fucking know. I don't remember everything about it, but you know what I'm saying. Plan B, right? The day fucking after, it's the best. Or just fucking abstinence or condoms or fucking. There's so much shit that you can use, and I've had girls tell me, but them guys out there, they don't want to use a condom, and they don't want. Then you fucking took that risk. You fucking took that choice. You accepted the fucking consequences, and that's a lot of the issue that we're not having, man. It's just, oh my God. And so to finish all of this off, let's look and see what they're talking about right here on MSN. They're saying Roe v. Wade gives Democrats a unifying action amid fears of the midterm losses. So if you're telling me and all of this shit coming out now, right before the fucking midterms, right after the fact that they already know they can't win the fucking midterm elections, that they're getting their fucking asses handed to them, that Joe Biden now has the worst fucking approval rating in any president in fucking history, that 96% of the people in the United States have said that they have an issue with the inflation of what's currently going on right now. They're at their lowest of fucking lows. When you get to the bottom of the fucking cookie jar, you find that microscopic fucking crack in the even lower part of it, and that's where the fucking Democrats are sitting. So this is why all of this is fucking coming out. This is why they're in extreme fucking panic mode, and this is what they're going to not need to try to, anybody that was on the semi fucking Democrat side, that was partially on the side, but they started fucking losing the Democrats because they were going too fucking progressive and too fucking woke with everything and supporting Antifa and all this shit. Now they're going to try to bring them back in with this, right? So let's see what MSN says about it. It says, while a leaked draft opinion indicating that the Supreme Court is poised to overturn the Roe v. Wade has caused fear and outrage among the abortion rights advocates, the change may light a fire among the Democrats ahead of the upcoming 2022 midterm elections. According to the American electoral politics expert, even before the landmark Supreme Court decision was on the line, both Democrats and Republicans were immersed in a continuous midterms battle, widely seen as crucial in the deciding which party will have control of Congress. Recent polling has increasingly indicated that the Democrat prospects in the midterm could be grim, but some believe that the threat to the Roe v. Wade could give the party a needed boost due to the widespread condemnation among its members. See, this is what I'm telling you when you have to read between the fucking line, folks. There's reasonings why MSN is reporting how this could give them a boost, because this is what they fucking planned on, right? And so they're believing people are completely fucking stupid and don't understand. And they're just like, oh, okay, they really, no, you're fucking stupid. Stop being a fucking, please, wake the fuck up. Pull the stake out of the fucking ground. And it's going to go on and talk about how the Democrats are going into this to have been notably less enthusiastic than Republicans, and I think this is going to light a fire under the Democrats. No, this is a bunch of horse shit, and this was what the hell is going on, folks. I'm telling you right now, what we're looking at the breakdown of fucking America. What you're looking at is you're looking at the fact that these fucking people think you're completely fucking ignorant, that you will buy into anything and everything that they want you to and that they fucking need you to, and all they got to do is just sell you the right fucking items. All right. Don't buy into everything they fucking say. Don't believe everything that they're fucking giving you. You've got to learn to read between the fucking lines on this shit. There's reasonings why things are happening as quickly as they are. I'm not going to tell you what to fucking think. I'm just going to tell you what the fuck they're talking about and what the hell's going on and what's happening around us. Then I'm going to close it off and let you know that I've got apparel. So, if you're one of the ones, and if you want to be a fucking patriot and you want to wear shit like with the lion, and I've got some things for you on that one. If you want to wear some funny things, I've got some things for you on that one. And apparently my fucking website doesn't want to load it properly. Here we go. So I've got menswear, I've got ladieswear, and I've got hats coming soon too. Those hats are going to be actually kind of nice. I've got one or two of them. Don't forget, you can go to lowdowndirtyshane.com. You can find everything that you need to know about us. It's even got little stories that give you the information on the breakdown of the little shows that I do. And my shows aren't always 100% reliable because I don't really do them in a timely manner. I happen to do them whenever I have time to do them at the best time that I have available to me because I am a working man, like Styx once said. If you like the show, if you like what I say, if you like what I do, if you like the information that I give you, if you just like the way that I look, I'm sorry for you. But you can always follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube. I've got all the links available on lowdowndirtyshane.com for all of my social media. Follow me on YouTube, and you can follow me on my podcast as well too. And yeah, that's pretty much my show. We'll see you next time, folks.
This has been a Low Down Dirty Shane's production.
Just jokes, folks!